calling for unity. And of course,
here we are
seeing anybody that voted against counting the Electoral College.
Here we are in the presidential inauguration. And, what you have to understand is these people keep power through violence. These people who pretend to be peaceful, pretend to be democratic, pretend to be, normal, who pretend to be in control, pretend to be doing good. They're staying in control through violence. 100% through violence. Look at this. The guy can't go down the road without an armed guard. Look at this. Without a complete armed guard. The guy can't even go down the road without 50 cops with guns to shoot you. If you even approach this guy, if you try to get near any one of these Black Death Cult members, you're going to pay for it, and you're going to pay for it with violence. They're going to violence you. Okay, so they talk about a peaceful transition of power, and they talk about everything's going to change, and nothing's going to change in this country. Just because Kamala Harris is a woman and is Black and Southeast Asian or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Calvin Coolidge, if it's Garfield, if it's McKinley, if it's Adams, if it's Jefferson, if it's Washington, if it's Bush, if it's Truman, if it's Roosevelt. It doesn't matter. You're going to be controlled. You're going to be completely controlled by these people. Completely controlled. Okay? And they're going to do it through violence. They're going to control you through violence. You can't talk to Joe. Right now, there's 26,000 troops surrounding this guy. There's 26,000. Look at this. And that's not even counting all these guys. Look at this. And of course, NBC, National Broadcasting Corporation, gets to stand in the middle of it. Here, you can stand here. You, me, we can't even go there. You couldn't even get in. You couldn't even get in. They had 26,000 armed men. 26,000 armed individuals ready to just stop you by any means necessary. They'll stop you by any means necessary, including your death, if they want to shoot you. And when they shoot you, when these guys kill you, right here, right, it's condoned. It's legal. It's okay. Nothing's going to happen to them. Zero is going to happen to them. Nothing. These are armed, right here, look at this, armed killers who can kill you anytime they want to, and they have what's called qualified immunity, which means they don't get prosecuted. They don't get prosecuted. Look at this, they got barricades up with armed guards. That's how this guy, quote unquote, maintains power. It's not through a democratic system. It's not through a voting system. It's not through a system of voting. It's not because you want it. It's not because it's fair. It's because they will violence you if you don't accept their control. They're going to violence you. They're going to violence you anyway. So that's why I say don't bother to vote, because it doesn't matter. The voting system is rigged. Okay, and I don't mean rigged like ballot harvesting and this and that. It's rigged from the inception. It was conceived of thousands of years ago in Greece. Okay, one of the most violent states that ever existed. Rome, Greece, these were violent states. Okay, you have nothing but violent individuals. Look, here's the military. All sworn, took an oath to violence. Took an oath to defend at all costs, meaning we will die and we will kill you. Look, he's surrounded by people walking with guns, surrounded by cars with guns, troops lining the street with guns. violent individuals. And I'm supposed to buy into the fact of, oh, it's, you know, hey, we're gonna work everything out. We're gonna be peaceful. No, you can't be peaceful with these people. I'm not saying to violence them. Don't ever think about violencing a cop, because they will kill you. They will take the violence to a degree you can never imagine. They have ways of killing you you can't even dream of. So I'm not saying anything about, don't even think about violencing these people. They will destroy you. And when I say these people, I mean the Black Death cult. This is a cult of people right here. This is a whole cult of people. This is their buildings. These are all their personnel that have been sworn in. These guys have been taking an oath. They will die or kill you in the process. Death. Black. Look, he's riding in a black car. He's got people with black suits around him. It's not a coincidence. It's not just something that happened. You don't just, your car just doesn't happen to be painted black. Okay, a judge's robe just doesn't happen to be black. Okay, they've been choosing this color for thousands and thousands of years to represent them. Okay, and that's why I call them the Black Death cult. Okay, now in his speech, the new president, who is the same as the old president. I mean, you think there's a difference between Biden and Trump? You're sadly mistaken, and you're going to find out. Just like people thought there'd be a difference when Obama took office because he was black. He didn't do anything different than any other president before, which was control you. Okay? And on this new day of Joseph Biden, you're still going to work, or you still don't have a job. You're still poor. You're not making any more money. You're still stuck in the same situation you were in. You're still in the lowest rung on the ladder. You're still in debt. You still have to make a credit card payment. You still have to listen to your city council member. You still have to listen to your mayor. You still have to listen to health officials. You still have to listen to anybody, any official. You still have to listen to cops. You still have to maintain the speed limit. You still have to cut your grass a certain way. You still have to ask for permission to build something on your property. You still have to have your flagpole at a certain height. You still have to wear certain clothes at certain times. You still have to adhere to all kinds of things. You're still being completely controlled. No matter who's in office, you are still being completely controlled. Okay? It doesn't matter. Listen to what the guy says.
And here we stand, just days after a riotous mob thought they could use violence to silence the...
And here we stand. Okay? When he says we, he means the Black Death cult. Because the riotous mob, that's you. The mob is you. The riotous mob is the voter, the consumer, the worker. That's you. You're the riotous mob.
The will of the people, to stop the work of our democracy, to drive us from this sacred ground.
To drive us from this sacred ground, to drive the Black Death cult from their sacred ground. And why is it their sacred ground? Because they'll kill you. They'll kill you if you get on it. They'll shoot you if you get on it. These guys right here will kill you if you get on their sacred ground. Members only. Members only. You can't get in there. You ever just tried to talk to a congressman or a senator? You can't do it. You can't do it, especially on their territory. You're a riotous mob when you walk in without their permission. You're a riotous mob. Now listen to this. This is the best part.
It did not happen. It will never happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Not ever.
In other words, we're going to be here forever. So your slavery, your control, your lockdown is going to be here forever. Your ability to fight the Black Death cult is nil. You're going to be here. They're going to be here forever. controlling you. That's what he's saying. He's saying we're going to be here forever. Nobody's ever going to knock us off this sacred ground, and not now, not then, not ever. We controlled your great-great-grandfather. We controlled your great-grandfather. We controlled your grandfather. We controlled your father. We're controlling you. We're going to control your kids. We're going to control your kids' kids. We're going to control every generation that comes out of you. Every one of them, we're going to control them. You're never, ever going to get us to leave. And how are they going to do that? They're going to do it through violence. They are going to control you and your kids' kids through violence. So, doesn't look good, no matter who's, no matter who's riding in this car, no matter if this is a hovercraft, no matter if this is an automatic vehicle, no matter if this is, it doesn't matter. You're done. You're done. The Black Death Cult is fully in control. They have been for tens of thousands of years. And as far as their new leader, their new puppet is concerned, it's going to be forever.